We're back, guys. Season 2 of the Pre-Order Power Hour. Yeah, we got a lot of things. We have, restructured a lot. So it's not just going to be about talking about, like upcoming books. It's going to be fun. It's going to be amazing. We're still going to talk about new books, but we have a plan. Yeah. So with me today is going to be Ramon.
Hi.
And young Nate.
Howdy.
Yeah, unfortunately, Funky died in a terrible, terrible art accident.
He got crushed by a paintbrush.
Big brush, super big.
I don't know, it was like a standard size broad brush. I don't know why it fell on him, and it was like some weird, almost like the X-Men. It fell on him and then just cartoonishly flat.
Mm-hmm.
It was. Yeah.
I can't believe he was hiding that he was a Looney Tune from us.
Yeah, I know. Oh god. But yeah.
That's why it said fucking Toontown on his ID.
Yeah, no, yeah, we should have known. But yeah, we're back. It's been almost 5-6 months.
The last episode I think came out in December.
But oh god.
So
holy shit.
It's been almost a whole year without the pre-order power.
Yeah, but
I know you guys have. I know how much you've missed us.
Yeah, yes, the three of you who are listening.
Yeah, shout out to Mike Cooper coming to
shout out Mike Cooper.
3 days ago. He was just like, "Yo, when are you guys starting back up, man? I need something to listen to." So yeah, this episode is dedicated to you and one other person. But yeah, it's been a while. Let's do a little catch up. Comic-Con wasn't too long ago, so
it was just last week.
Yeah, you were the Comic-Con ranger.
You were there the entire time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I got there Thursday morning and left Sunday evening. It was a lot of fun. I ran into way too many people. That's a lie. I ran into a lot of cool people. At the hotel I was staying at, I didn't see Jim Lee, but he was right ahead. I didn't talk to him. I saw him. He was right ahead of me as he walked out of the elevator. That was cool. And then I talked for a second to Todd McFarlane.
Yeah, you lied to me. You said you were bunkmates. You said you came up to me. It's yo, me and Jim and McFarlane, we were bunkmates. We were sitting around the bed and we were sharing stories.
Well, I didn't want to make everybody jealous. It was super brief. I was just oh man, I love your shit, dude. He was like, oh thanks, man. Oh thank you.
Walk past him or...
He was going up a flight of stairs just as I went down them, and I was from the down flight of stairs, and I was like, I love you, man.
You just love drive-by compliments.
I did the same thing to Jay from Jay and Silent Bob. I was like, I love you, Jay.
God, man. Dude, yeah, no, if I had psychic powers, I knew you would run into McFarlane. I want to get my issue 1 of Spawn signed because weird fun fact, I was born month and year Spawn 1 came out.
I forget about that.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's such a weird birthday, and it's I'm also sharing a birthday with the creator of Full Metal Alchemist and Lone Wolf and Cub. It's
popular ass birthday.
Yeah, it's a weird. Yeah, May 8th is so odd.
I have the same birthday as John Lennon.
Oh, damn.
And Guillermo del Toro.
Damn. Okay, lucky. So,
I'm cool.
I have the same birthday as Ichigo Kurosaki.
Weeb. But yeah, no, it sounds like you had a pretty sizable Comic-Con. I went for 1 day. Literally, my whole thing was just hit up Alex Ahad.
Yep.
I was surprised that his publishers were reprinting his books, and he had his first sketchbook reprinted for $10.
Oh hell yeah,
dude! Yeah, picked it up. He gave me a free sketch on top of it, and I'm so bad with names. I'll have to check my receipts, but yeah, his friend that he was sharing his booth with bought a sticker sheet from him because Uma Musume has just been popular, and I've fallen down the racehorse rabbit hole.
We've been talking a lot.
Yeah, we've been talking about that. Also, sadly, young Nate didn't go, but would you
fine. It was too rich for my blood.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, yeah, WonderCon is the everyman's convention.
I am the everyman.
One thing I will say, I bought actually, I got more stuff from panels and shit for free, but I bought 3 things at the con. When at fucking WonderCon, I spent $400 or something.
Oh, yeah.
I spent so much money at WonderCon. Mm-hmm. It was one thing I forgot to tell you guys. I was going through the stuff I got at WonderCon, and I was showing it to a friend, and I got the first Jason Todd.
Oh yeah,
Pre-Crisis Jason Todd. And I was showing it to him, and he was like, "Oh man, it's signed too." And I was like, "What?"
Woo.
And I looked at it, and it's fucking signed.
Oh,
That's
wait,
insane.
from San Diego?
From WonderCon.
Oh, from what? Who
Yeah,
signed it?
I don't know. I was like busy, and I was like, "Oh shit, I'll fucking look at that later." And said, "No, I never went back to
Yeah,
it."
I think.
But it is signed by someone. Who created?
Oh, I'm blanking out.
Conway?
That sounds right.
Yeah, it sounds
Conway.
right.
I think it
Sounds
was
right,
during the
yeah.
Conway run.
But yeah, no,
If that was, I'm so bad with older Batman runs. So if I pulled it out of my ass, I'm gonna be so happy. I'm like checking right now.
But yeah, no, it's like it's one of those. Statistic wise, I do think like potentially you're going to drop a lot more with WonderCon.
Yeah.
Mostly because like the creators there are really like approachable, and like you lose track of just like signature prices and everything. Like I think last year's WonderCon, the creator of Johnny Bravo was there.
You were telling me about that, yeah.
Yeah, this was like his third convention, and like. I think whoever was his agent like told him it's like, you know, after his like Comic-Con one, he's just like, you should probably like charge a little bit more.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I did get like a sketch of Johnny like waving the Filipino flag, because I mean it's one of those weird things where it's just like you don't really like animation creators are kind of like this weird, they're in the background, like like you might know their names, but then like you don't really know their faces and like backstory, but like. Yeah, dude, the creator of Johnny Bravo is like Filipino. Like,
yeah, I read something about that.
Yeah, like there was an interview saying like he based Johnny off of his
uncle, right?
Yeah, like his uncles, who were
like obsessed with Elvis.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, which is
Wasn't that a really? Isn't Elvis like super popular in, in Filipino culture?
Yeah, like in the Philippines, it's Elvis, Sinatra, and the Beatles. I'm trying to think like Beach Boys as well, but literally, if I remember right. The stories from like my uncles, it was Teenage Rebellion was just American music, pretty much.
That's rad. That's awesome. Hell yeah.
But yeah, honestly, enough with the past. So what is coming up with the upcoming books?
Oh my god.
Yeah, so today I've been going through the FOC orders for Penguin and Lunar for next month. So these books are going to be coming out end of this month, this next month.
Yeah, so it's locking in, guys. So if you know of a book that's coming out next month, come to us, email us, call us up. I mean, send a carrier pigeon or something like just
Pretty
let
please.
us know
Pretty please. I can't read your mind, so I'm sorry.
Like I mean,
I wish I could.
The upcoming stuff is very very fun. Like it's Immortal Legends Batman. That's like one I was kind of like excited for because they did almost like a little prototype in. I'm blanking out on the title, but it was.
It was in I think it was in Brave and the Bold.
Yes, it was Brave and the Bold.
Yeah,
it was
in
like
one of the early issues that I think it was one of the issues that had the winning card in it too. Like the chapters of the Tom King story.
Yes. Like I remember picking that up, like mostly because it was like Mora and like it was just a love letter to Kamen Rider. Like I was just like, I totally get all these.
Spoiler alert: 10 hates Kamen Rider.
Well, no, I love I love Kamen Rider.
No, he hates.
I love him. Like, dude, like
Kamen
like my top thing to go to, like, you know, what if I go to Japan is like the Kamen Rider or not the issue no Mori Museum. But anyways, yeah, it was a this one shot was almost like a prototype for this upcoming Immortal Legends Batman. Like, it's very, if you're into Power Rangers or just Tokusatsu Kamen Rider, it's probably going to be a must read. Like, it sounds like it's going to be very similar to Year 100. We do not know who this Batman is, but it is going to be tied to, they're going to be tied to Bruce. And he's going to have his own Robins. I think even maybe like Jason might show up, but yeah, who knows? But anyways, dude, I think after that one shot came out, like I hit up Mora and like, you know, he did almost like drop a hint on it. And shoot, yeah, I did also mention Year 100. That's another thing that's coming out. They are finally reprinting like Year 100. And for the folks who have been at the Hideout a lot, like that has been, you'll probably hear me a lot, you know, suggesting like reads where it's just like, it's always like, oh, this one's good, and unfortunately, because, you know, Year 100 hasn't been reprinted, I can't really suggest that, but now we can, so it's...
Yeah, that was my Spider-Man Blue. I couldn't recommend Spider-Man Blue to anyone.
Yeah, it's... everybody at the hideout has that one trade where we are either making deals with the devil or doing blood sacrifices or something where we're just like, yo, we need a reprint of this, and we don't care how we're going to get it. We're figuring out like ways to get it. But yeah, I've yammered on. So what are you two excited for?
What am I excited for? Consulting the list.
Yes, consult it.
I would say, looking at this, well, obviously, as someone who is keeping up with all the Absolute stuff as much as I can, I mean, I'm really excited for the Absolute Batman annual.
DWJ!
Yeah,
Yeah!
so...
And James Herron.
Yes,
God,
so
yes.
my
So good.
two modern goats of comics are joining together to do. I believe it is a annual featuring a bunch of prequel stories with Absolute Batman prior to the first issue. Daniel's gonna be doing a little story. James, it's gonna be good fun. I really look forward to seeing Daniel's style with Absolute Batman. I feel like
Just the cover looks.
I feel like
And
him and Nick Dragotta are a nice pair together.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, Daniel Warren, that's been our talk of the shop, where when Absolute Batman came out, we were kind of just like, yo, Daniel Warren really needs to do like something with this, or something absolute,
Yeah.
but it's absolutely a pleasure to see that he's doing a, like a one shot.
Yeah, so that's gonna be great. I would also say, well, this would be fun for any Spider-Man fans. And then Absolute Batman is coming out. The annual is coming out October 29th for people. October 29th.
Nice.
So you got a little bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be putting all the dates for. Immortal Legend Batman is coming out August 27th.
Yeah, so I think Year 100, that's either the 16th or around that time as well.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
All right. So for that, now for any of you '90s kids, or I guess late '80s, '90s, if you grew up watching the Spider-Man animated series from the '90s, which 10 has.
Dude, yeah, I grew up with it. Like, I remember, when it was on Fox, just like waking up at 7 and cracking on the TV, turning it to a channel 11. Like, those were the days.
Well, you're gonna get to relive those days, 10.
What?
Because we are getting Spider-Man '94 #1.
What?
Dropping
So,
September
are we gonna
3rd.
find out what happened to Mary Jane?
No. They actually said that they're not. They're not in the beginning of the series. She's just back, and they
Come on.
They said that if they have if they can do more, then they might explore.
Oh God! So they literally pulled she got better.
Literally, yeah, you're not gonna be able to.
And it's being written by
on.
J.M. DeMatteis,
One of the Spider-Man goats.
One of, I would say, he is the Spider-Man goat. He is a comics goat.
Yeah.
If you were a fan of the Superman movie, his run on JLA or Justice League.
No, but I'm sorry, International.
Which became JLA, which became JLA Europe. That whole era of Justice League was written by him, art by Kevin McGuire, and it seems like they're going to be taking a lot from that run specifically. But he's done like everything, any comics thing he's touched in some capacity. So I'm very excited for this. Very excited to see where they go with this. I have admittedly not watched a lot of the '90s series. I grew up on the '67 series.
Yeah.
I'm an old soul.
Yeah, I'm honestly really surprised. I mean, the '90s run was really good. And weird facts with it, like some madman went through the entirety and was just like, hey, Spidey doesn't throw punches, he just shoots webs and kicks. And,
that's right. Yeah, they had to censor that stuff.
Yeah, it's so wild. Like, I mean, looking at it in the Batman animated series where straight up people had blocks. Like, it wasn't.
You were leading and shit.
Yeah, they
Oh yeah.
Tim wasn't.
Warner
messing
Brothers
around.
wasn't afraid.
Yeah.
My only gripe with the animated series, I will say, which is I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I dislike that Tim. This is Batman. Sorry.
Yeah.
I dislike that Tim is just Jason.
Yeah, I mean,
they just did.
So I think they were like. I think they were more than likely trying to tiptoe around.
They didn't want
like,
to have a killer.
Yeah, because it's.
I think it makes sense.
It definitely does. It definitely does.
I understand it.
I just want Jason.
Yeah. Well, he did show up in like the comics.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
You know what I want. You know what I want. I want Tim Drake to get some goddamn respect.
He's in Fortnite.
Well, weren't you also telling me another upcoming book? It's going to be like Batman fighting around the multiverse.
Yeah, so it's actually coming out during tying to the DCKO event.
Oh,
it's a Batman. I forget what it's called. It's Batman something. Something Knight.
We'll flash it up on the screen or something like it.
Yeah. Pretty much, he's going to different universes where his Robins have become Batman, and he has to fight all of them.
Which when you told
yeah. So the first one is he's fighting Dick Grayson, second one he's fighting Jason, third one Tim, fourth one Damien.
Okay, I did
because
know
that's
really
that when you said it was like each one takes on the cowl, like that piqued my interest because we've already seen like what Dick is like as Batman. During Battle of the Cowl, we saw what Jason's take on it, which is so good. And then we've had like issue 666, which was the Damien as Batman one.
I fucking love that design.
Like it's so good. Like it's so.
They've been bringing him back actually in the Trinity side stories.
Yes, they've been showing that. But yeah, like we've never seen Tim. I mean, that's kind of just been like this weird joke with the Batman community where Tim is too obsessed with being Robin.
Yeah.
Like, too obsessed.
Let it go. And then they were trying to make him Drake.
Oh, yeah. Drake. Like, I totally get the naming scheme because it's like, Batman's sidekicks are all bird-themed, and, like, I totally get it.
I don't care. It's stupid.
I know.
It's stupid.
Like,
he was Red Robin. Just make him Red Robin. I don't care if the name...
I
don't care if the name is stupid.
Like,
he was already Red Robin. I like his Dr. Midnight ass outfit.
Oh god, yeah.
I know people don't like that outfit for some reason. I mean, I think it's cute. I think it's meant to be a little stupid.
I think it stuck with him because like evil Tim Drake had like a similar costume.
Well, yeah, and it's just like
the Tim Drake where he was just like, I'm just gonna time travel and beat up Damien and Jonathan for like no reason.
Evil Tim. Well, speaking of another Robin who's getting a series.
Yes.
Red Hood's getting a new book.
Yeah, I think after 3 years, I think the last one...
It was Red Hood the Hill.
The Hill, yeah. And that one, I wouldn't even classify that one as a Red Hood series. It was more introducing, like, that new section.
Red Hood was barely in that.
Yeah, it was more so introducing this new area of Gotham called the Hill. It was cool. Like, the concept was interesting, but
Look, man, if you're selling me a book with Red Hood in it,
it's very much.
Red Hood to be in the book.
I think, definitely. I think it would have been a little bit of a risk if they did just like the Hill Defenders or something like that. But
But the book is a lot of people, including a couple people in this room, I'm maybe one of them as well. I'm not a huge fan of the new outfit they gave him.
No, same. I kind of just, it's so weird because each iteration of Red Hood almost is a bit more minimalistic. And that's one of the things with Jason, he's more military, he needs that tactical gear. He knows how to, like, get that, like, government, like, weaponry.
Yeah.
And, like, but yeah, it's so weird to see him in just, like, a hoodie biker jacket and a domino mask, like
with all the straps and shit.
Yeah, like
Nate is just sitting there shaking his head right now.
Yeah, I really do hope he gets back to his tactical gear. Like I heard that they're finally axing the whole, like there was a weird behind the scenes thing with like a DC where they're just like, our heroes can't use firearms, and that's why Jason for a while was just using a katana and crowbar, which I mean it's
like crowbar is so.
It's. So, I'm gonna be real. I am personally a crowbar defender. I think the idea of Jason Todd using a crowbar is kind of metal.
Like
I think
it's metal. I understand it.
Like
it's
as
just,
a sidearm, like as almost like a melee.
It's just too on the nose.
It definitely is.
But it's so.
It's just.
I think
I would personally. I would rather. I know that they like barely touched. I know in the New 52
Don't say
run,
this like magic sword.
I know that they like touched on him being like they tried to make him a little more like ninja.
Little ninja like thing.
And
yeah,
like,
so it was no like for me that makes a weird amount of sense with the New 52 run because you had Starfire who was more sci-fi,
right.
You had Arsenal who was more practical, and then Jason had a little bit of that mysticism to him, so it rounded everything out in a weird way.
Sword makes more sense than
Sword makes more sense.
I don't hate the crowbar.
Like
the crowbar has its place. I just think
like
it's just too on the nose for me. I'm sorry.
It's too on the nose. Well, like I totally agree with you. It's too on the nose, but at the same time, it's weirdly thinking about it. Like a crowbar is a pretty interesting weapon. It's got the hook, so you can like block and you can catch. And
fucked up shit with it too.
Yeah.
Getting lodged somebody's fucking temple.
Yeah,
I don't know. I will always be a rubber bullets man myself.
Yeah, rubber like
I know that makes
Just give them fucking
38s, bro.
Yeah, just listen. If you're going with the pacifist, make him like Vash and Stampede. Give him
38. No man.
Do it. Finish it,
dude. But, and then I'm excited for it because I like the writer has done. I've heard has done some really cool fucking shit.
Yeah, you're telling me about it.
She's done more novels, but it's her first time doing a comic, I think. And I don't know. I feel like it could be interesting.
Yeah,
I don't want to put too much time on it.
Yeah, fingers crossed on it. Like, yeah, definitely.
And Huntress is the main character.
Yeah, like novelists get like people outside of comics getting into comics. It's very hit or miss because we've had a few novelists who absolutely crushed it, and like we've even had comedians who came in and crushed it. But it's very much like I think it's they have to know like their stuff.
100%.
Yeah, but
I feel like we should probably start moving on to some of the big guns. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go straight
rapid
into
fire.
I'm gonna start with I'm gonna rapid fire some, and then I'm gonna end with the big guns.
Yeah.
So let's see what we did. One I'm excited about. They're doing the new Invisible Man book, which looks really fun. It's Tinian. Great fucking classic movie continuation of the Universal Monsters line. I've really been enjoying those.
Yeah.
So if you want more, you should probably keep picking up and pick that one up too. I'm hoping for a Wolfman one.
A Wolfman Man would be good. Yeah.
Love Wolfman. Yeah. So I'd love that. So that's gonna be cool. We got, let's see, back to the Absolute stuff. Absolute Evil, which is a one-shot that's going to be focusing on a lot of the different villains from the different Absolute books is going to be coming out. And it's also going to be the introduction of Absolute Green Arrow, Absolute Oliver Queen.
Interesting.
Yeah, and he's going to be like the POV character of that story from what I understand.
Okay. He's going to die in like the first issue.
No, he's not, because they're giving him a miniseries.
Interesting, okay.
He's going to die.
There's an Absolute Green Arrow book coming out, written by Pornstack, the guy who did The Asian.
He gonna die.
All right, so people in the comics, place your bets. How fast he's going to die?
He's either going to die or he's gonna. I'm calling it. He's gonna get a mech suit.
I hope here's my pitch for it. Make him a villain.
That would be interesting. That would be. Because, I mean, there has been that argument of, like, if it wasn't for the island, Oliver Queen would have been a villain.
Make him steal from the poor and give it to the rich.
Oh, God.
I think that'd be awesome. I think he's just, like, corporate disgust. And what if it's the 6-issue thing of him starting to be Green Arrow and this, like, anti-vigilante?
So
he, like, starts to maybe learn, like, wait, what the fuck am I doing?
So you're saying, rather than being inspired by Robin Hood, he was inspired by the Sheriff of Nottingham? He was just reading Robin, it's like, the sheriff, he knows what he's doing.
Exactly.
Green Nottingham.
Yeah, Green Nottingham.
So that's gonna be fun. New Batman #1, that's a big one. Matt Fraction
This
and
is the big one.
Jimenez. Please order it and come pick it up. We're definitely banking heavy on that book.
Yeah.
So it looks really good. It looks the art. Jimenez. It honestly looks like someone like Jimenez's best fucking work. Like it looks.
Yeah, those
beautiful.
The previous work have been so good, so solid.
Yeah. And I don't know. The Batmobile looks fucking awesome. Have you seen the Batmobile?
Yeah, it's so practical. Like
fuck. It looks like a more high-tech version of the Batman Batmobile.
Yeah, just muscle car with some armor on it, and there you go. Like, so good. Good.
So excited about that. But then there's also, like, they're doing a one-shot for a new Superman Red and Blue with some new short stories. That's going to be exciting. Then they're doing the Justice League Omega Act, which is going to be, it's almost going to be, like, it's going to be almost work as, like, a sequel / like, it's like a sequel to the DC All-In special last year, while also like catching you up on like all the stuff that's happened in the last year during the All-In stuff, and like setting up the next DC event, which is DC KO. So Omega Act is coming out. Also, fuck, I didn't say a lot of the release dates. So Invisible Man comes out on August 27th. Absolute Evil comes out October 1st. Batman #1 comes out at some point soon. I think in September.
It's September 17th.
That's what I have written down.
What?
I've written down.
I wrote it in the top corner.
Wait, I had it written down there. We'll cut this part. Hold on. Pause for cutting.
No, I don't think we should. I don't think we should.
Should I pause for cutting?
No, we're keeping
No,
it.
with podcasts, it's literally like we're as if we're doing it live.
You can't go back.
Okay,
on
Yeah,
fine.
like if you see a weird cut, you blame Ramon, be like, thanks Ramon. Like I tell him like, oh yeah, you thought I didn't notice, but I noticed that cut. I went in, downloaded the audio, and I saw that weird.
I found what you did.
I found what you did last summer.
So Batman #1 comes out September 3rd. And Just League Omega Act comes out October 1st. Red Hood comes out at some point. Same with Red and Blue. But anyways, that's moving on. DCKO, which Just League Omega Act is the prelude for, comes out October 8th, a week after Omega Act. And that was gonna be, it's pretty much gonna be like, hey, like the arguments you had when you were a kid, when you're like, hey, which superhero would win in a fight? The whole series is just that. It's a giant bracket with a bunch of superheroes fighting to figure out who is going to be chosen to be bestowed the power to fight the new reincarnated version of Darkseid.
Yeah, it's literally those War World episodes of like the DC like AU. Like
Exactly.
it's literally just.
But like for the sake of like it on almost a bigger scale.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be fun. I'm really excited about that. Dope Daniel Warren Johnson cover, dope Mora cover, bunch of cool one shots and stuff.
Yeah, like
we talked about one earlier, like the one where Batman's going to different universes and fighting different Robins.
And yeah, like if you haven't seen like some of the previews for the designs, like they go hard. Like they're so good. They're so good.
All right.
I know Young Nate's gonna be really excited about this one. They're introducing a new Spider-Man, a space Spider-Man.
Yeah, I guess like
Spurs.
they're like Peter's gonna go to space and there's a Spider-Man there like hanging out with a bunch of space dudes and they're like, what?
Whoa.
It's ongoing Joe Kelly.
Issue 11 coming out September 3rd.
It's just like that one Spider-Man animated series that people completely forgot. I grew up with
Unlimited!
Yeah, Unlimited.
I did forget on. Oh no, wait, never mind.
Yes.
I was thinking of Ultimate Spider-Man.
No.
No,
Yeah,
I remember.
That's the one with the High Evolutionary.
Yeah.
Unlimited.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah,
Unlimited.
Good guy, Green Goblin.
Yeah, the sick guitar riff, and it's and the costume was totally not $20.99.
Oh yeah, definitely not Batman Beyond.
Yeah, definitely not Batman Beyond.
But yeah, so they're doing what's special about Doctor Strange 450?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just kind of like an anniversary issue. There's gonna be a J. Michael Straczynski story in there. Just a little love letter to Doctor Strange kind of collection.
And we love those. We love.
If you're a Doc Strange guy.
So and that leads us to the big book. This is the big book that we're gonna need everybody to come in for.
Good God.
Deadpool Batman, guys. Coming out September 17th. I don't really care that much about Deadpool Batman. I'm really looking forward to Daredevil Green Arrow written by Kevin Smith. That's like my thing that
But you can care a little bit about Deadpool Batman.
Yeah.
I care more about Batman Deadpool.
Well.
Yeah, remember, folks, there's two.
You can care a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I care a
two
lot
titles.
about Deadpool Batman, actually. Yeah. I love Zeb Wells. I love Greg Capullo.
Okay, now you sound insincere.
I am being real. I do really like Greg Capullo.
Yeah, you could have just said, I'm looking very forward to seeing Greg Capullo.
Don't tell me about talking positive about comic books.
What?
Mr. Fucking I hate everything over here.
I am not Mr. I hate everything. I just said I like Greg Capullo.
He only hates current Spider-Man. There's a big difference.
It's not true.
Yeah.
It's not true. I don't hate current
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Could use some work. I have not. I'll be honest. I haven't been keeping up with Joe Kelly's run, so I can't speak on it too heavily. But I do love Pepe Larraz.
His art has been fantastic.
His art's been fantastic. So with that, I am looking forward to seeing Greg Capullo bring together his two biggest works in both his X-Force and Batman tenures, and I'm interested to see where Zeb Wells takes that story.
He has a lot of Deadpool experience because you helped work on the movie.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting how they bring those two together. I'm expecting a little bit of like a Batman Joker team up kind of thing.
Probably, yeah.
Where I wonder if he's gonna if Batman's gonna like spawn Deadpool, where like
I saw a thing.
He shoves a giant batarang into his face and splits it open.
I saw an interior that looked like it was referencing the like bat flying through the window.
Deadpool's like crashing through the window.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah,
that's gonna be exciting.
So yeah, we are ordering
heavily,
very heavy. So if
there's
a variant you want, if there's if you want to get in on it, we will have.
If you're looking for
everything.
something, if you're looking for something, more than likely we'll have it. Like seriously,
but
you want the 1 to 200? Let us know.
Yeah,
but you gotta let us know.
Yeah,
that's the big thing.
Yeah, cutoffs are happening.
Again, I can't read your minds.
Mm-hmm.
If I could, I would.
Dude, like we would make so much money if you were able to read
We would make
minds.
so much
like,
money.
So much
but,
money. So much money.
I want you guys to be able to get all of the issues that you guys want. So in order to do that, let us know. I already confirmed the orders, so
we watched them.
It's not gonna be much I can add to that, but I can at least put you down and make sure that you're gonna get one, whatever issue you want. They're doing a lot of team up covers, so
quite a
bit, a lot of fun stuff. You got Danny Warren Johnson, you got Terry Dodson, you got Archer, Peach Momoko, basically everybody.
Yeah, it's like chocolate and peanut butter, everybody. It's matches made in heaven.
Exactly.
Like, mwah, mwah.
Exactly. So get your orders in, and we will be anxiously awaiting the release date.
Yeah, and honestly, I think if there's nothing else,
I think we get into our main topic of the episode.
So like another big convention happened. Not really convention, more of an event. So EVO happened. And for the folks at home who don't know, EVO is the biggest like competitive video game thing, event ever in Vegas. If people have came in, they know 10 likes fighting games, and 10 also listens to fighting game podcasts. There's a really good one called Triple KO, has Justin Wong, Maximilian Dude, and Matt McMuscles. And you know what? They did a Marvel vs. Capcom episode, and out of the three, Matt McMuscles is the only comic reader there. And Matt McMuscles was regaling Justin Wong and Max about a particular Marvel run with the Punisher, where the Punisher, for whatever reason, was imbued by the power of the divine, and he was given archangel powers.
Oh yeah.
And and he was given 2 machine guns that would only affect demons and send them straight to hell. And while Matt was regaling this, his 2 co-hosts are just like, nah, that's not true. That is just so out the walls, outlandish. And I will have to say, it actually happened, folks. It actually happened. And I thought to myself, comics be weird. So Matt, this episode's for you. This is not a what happened. This is a what the. We are doing this what even is comics? The weird stuff that happens in comics where you're just like, there's no way. There is no way that happened. And the crazy part is it's Frank becoming an angel of vengeance. It's not even the weirdest thing that happened to him. Like he became Frankenstein's creature for a brief moment. Frank has gone through some stuff. Avatar of the Beast, an undead amalgamation named Frankencastle. It's just so weird. So the weird stuff that happened in comics, what you guys got?
I have a lot.
Yeah, okay.
I have a lot. I'm gonna almost do a speed run. Did you want to have any you want to go through first, and then I can kind of just I can speed through some of mine.
Yeah, if you want to go, because I got a handful. And
you guys are. I'll be the ears.
You'll just be the no. What?
Yeah. Okay.
So so one of my favorite I haven't read a lot of Luke Cage, but my favorite thing about Luke Cage, there was a 2-issue story, and it was it opens up. It's a man comes into Heroes for Hire and is just like, hey, I need you to track down some people, and I'll give you $200. And because it was like the 70s, Luke is just like, dude, $200, that's a sweet deal. That's a sweet gig. So he's just going around town, like, taking names, kicking ass, and he finds these 3 people. And he's just like, these people are a little crunchy and sparky. I don't know why that is. And he finds out they're Doombots. And and he's just like, yeah, what's going on? And like the last Doombot's just like, yo, we've gained a consciousness. We don't want to be Doombots. We just want to be your average Joe. And like it just fries. And Luke Cage is like, this is, it's the robots. It don't matter. It don't matter. So, the guy comes in and he's just like, oh man, Doom was really pleased that you did this. He was very pleased. And Luke Cage is like, yeah, that's great and all, but where's my $200?
Yeah.
And the guy, the in-between guy, he was just like, oh, here's the thing, Doom doesn't pay. Bye. And so that's just the first issue. And the second issue is Luke Cage on a rampage.
Doesn't he steal a fantastic car?
Yes, so it opens with him breaking into the Baxter building and stealing the fence. Who's calling you? I'm trying to regale the greatest Luke Cage story.
Keep going.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, so it opens up with him just breaking into the Baxter building and just going through security and everything. And like Rita's just like, yo, what are you doing, man? Like what's going on? Like, why are you breaking into our house? And why are you in the fantastic car? And Luke is just like, yo, I don't know how to get to Latveria. Doom owes me $200, and I bet Latveria's direction is just pre-programmed into your car. And Rita's just like, fair enough, have a nice day.
Yep.
And so he's just wailing, and he's just like fighting his way through Latveria. And Doom is just looking at it on the monitor, just like, is that Luke Cage? Like, what's going on? Like, yo, this can't be happening. Like, what is this guy doing? And Luke just goes through his castle, just wrecks all these Doom bots, and like breaks down Doom's doors, just like, yo, where's my money, honey? Exact lines. You can find the panel. And Doom is just like, yo, what the hell, dude? Like, it's $200. Like, it's pennies. Like, why are you doing that? It's just like, it's a job done, dude. Like, you need to pay me. And like, Doom's just like, just take your $200 and like get out of here. You've done more damage to me than Reed. Like, that is hard to imagine, but you have done way too much damage. Like,
holy
what?
Shit, that's so good.
It's such a good one. Like, and there's like, the cover is like, I think it's just like, literally, I think it's Doom just blasting him with like a beam. Yes, it is.
So good. He can take it though.
Like he can take it. He can absolutely take it.
Wow, man. Oh, hey.
Hey, yo.
Whoa.
Hey, yo. Hey.
Do you have anything else?
Oh God, like there's always like Silver Age shenanigans and stuff. Like the amount of gaslighting that like Soups did.
Oh
with,
yeah.
Like, oh my God, with like Lois
and Jimmy.
And Jimmy, dude. Just the amount of Silver Age shenanigans, man. Like, did you know there was like a Superman's like girlfriend Lois Lane issue where it was like a 2-parter. So the 2-parters are always the weirdest stories ever.
Yeah.
Because they want you hooked. But yeah, we had it in the shop for a while. Like we had part 2. Like the cover is literally just like Lois marrying the devil. Like just straight up, just straight up the devil. But yeah, so like it's so wild because it's just like fire, brimstone. Lois has, I think, on like red onesies and just has like fake horns on her.
That's fucking
it's
awesome.
so awesome. And it's just like, and like the Ordainer also in a onesie with horns and everything. And he's just like, oh, yeah, by the unholy power invested in me, I now pronounce you man and wife. But like the opening for it, it's literally just, they are really, really, really pushing that. It's like, oh, it's it's straight up just the devil from hell, from the Bible.
From the Bible.
Yeah, from the Bible. He has wooed Lois Lane because Superman is kind of a dick in the Silver Age.
Yeah, he is.
And Lois ain't having it anymore. Like, she is looking for a good man. Yeah, and you know what? The devil, he's got a lot of real estate. Like, hell is very expansive. Like, like, it might smell like, brimstone and fire and like, like pools of lava that'll just burn your face off. But yeah, he's treating her right. Mm-hmm. He's not gaslighting her.
You bought a nice ring.
Bought a nice ring. Like, those blood diamonds are really good on a wedding ring. Like, and like they were hyping it up as just like, like this is straight the devil. And I think at around the time they were getting ready to write issue, like the second part of it, the comic book authority, like Code Authority, was just like, what the actual hell? Like, you can't do that. You can't have the devil from the Bible, like, marrying Lois Lane. Like, what would the children think?
Why not, you cowards?
Yeah, like, what would the children think? And so DC editorial's just like, he's actually an alien. And this
alien devil.
Yeah, alien devil, and his kind was actually the inspiration of like the devil. Like they came down during ancient times, looking like the devil, and like
you're the devil.
Yeah, and everybody's like, yo, who the hell are you? And he's just like, I'm the devil.
That's my name.
That's my name.
Jerry Devil.
But yeah, it's so like Silver Age shenanigans is just so wild and weird. I mean, like, we recently also got in that like California, like, summer like book one shot, and they brought back something I didn't think. Yeah, dude, Jimmy's ex-wife who was a gorilla, like
Jimmy's ape wife.
Yeah, Jimmy's ape wife. It's so
Jimmy gets around.
Yeah, Jimmy got around. Like, the Jimmy Olsen comics are just insane. Like, just so off the walls insane. And like, the crazy part is like, you'd think that Darkseid's first appearance was in like New Gods. No, it's in a Jimmy Olsen comic. Like, that's how insane like the Olsen like comics are. Like, it's so wild. Like, seriously, if you just guys want off the walls bonker stories, just pick up random Silver Age. Like,
especially Jimmy Olsen.
Especially Jimmy Olsen. Like Jimmy Olsen. I mean, even regular Superman. Like that. Like, the Silver Age. Yeah, that was like the swing of the comic book code. And like, if I remember right, I was reading up on it where a lot of the writers were just like, we don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And like, they had weird things. Like, I think it was like either head of editorial or something was just obsessed with gorillas and monkeys.
Yep.
And so that's why there were so many gorillas and monkeys, because just some dude in DC was just like, yo, give me this funny.
Give me
this
monkey.
is this monkey. Apes strong together. And literally, I think mostly because like just the writers were just like, we don't really know what to do with like this new code, so they're just like, well, if the head dude wants monkeys and gorillas, we're going to do monkeys and the gorillas. Like,
Hey, I love those bands.
Like, dude, they're both solid. They're both really solid. But yeah, and like the weird thing also, I mean, going also into editorial, this is actually a more recent one where I told Ramon about it, and he was just like, he was just like, there's no way like they didn't catch this. I think it was Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man 2. There's a variant cover, and there's a character that doesn't seem like she would belong in Marvel. And the thing is, she's not. She's a indie, like, self-published character named Spinneret. It's been a long, ongoing webcomic series. Like, I enjoyed it. Like, I usually try to, like, pick up, like... Yeah, it's a great series.
Like Spider.
Yeah, if you're into like small like press, like self-published like stuff, like definitely check it out. Like, it's has a very similar energy to the Tick, like with things where it's set in Ohio, where the superhero and supervillain scene isn't that great, so you get like crazy D-listers, but the main character Spinneret, like, you know, gets like spider powers, is kind of like, you know when Peter grew those extra arms. That's this character, and they had for a while an ongoing joke. Her first costume was a modified, black suit. And it turned into like, okay, so she's getting some notoriety, and Marvel sent her a cease and desist.
In
the comic. And so that's when she kicked it into gear, got her original costume. And so why am I talking about this? Why am I talking about it? So Marvel, a couple years back, they introduced their own Spinneret. It was MJ from Renew Your Vows. And she took on like the mantle of Spinnerets. And at this point, I think this MJ was only around for like 2 years.
Yeah, very recent.
Like very, very recent. Like by the time this variant cover came out, so I'm blinking on the artist. It's somewhere. We'll flash it up on screen, but yeah, he was. If I remember the story correctly, he was kind of just given like, hey, can you just do a cover with like all these spider people on it? Just like whoever you want, they have to be like, spider people. And, they were just like, yeah, I can do this. Yeah, that seems simple enough. They looked up Spinneret and they decided to use this, indie webcomic series. And somewhere out there in preview, like one of the Marvel previews, you're going to see this prototype variant with this indie character on it. And obviously, like, they had to really, pump the brakes on it. But it's really funny that, like, a joke in a webcomic happened IRL, but was flip-flop. Like, it's so
funny.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, I mean, it kind of just shows, like, I mean, even, like, professionals, things kind of fall through the cracks.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
But yeah, Ramon, you got, like, a sizable list.
I do.
Like, I could yammer on, like, I mean, with the Miracle Man stuff. Like, that's... Oh, God.
Yeah, so some of these I'll be able to go through kind of quick. A lot of these I didn't even know about. A lot of things I just found out doing research.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, so we're passing around the picture, but yeah, there she is in like the top right hand corner. It's...
Okay. You guys ready?
Yep,
I'm ready.
Go for it, man.
Arsenal used a dead cat to fight a bunch of people when he was going crazy.
What?
In 2010, there's a book. So Arsenal was going crazy. His daughter died. I think like Star City like exploded or something.
Oh yeah.
And he was all fucking going about drug use and shit. And I guess at some point, he hallucinates fighting enemies in an alley. And he picks up a dead alley cat and just starts bludgeoning them with his dead cat.
That's crazy,
dude. That's
it's like early 2010, late 2010s like edge.
Oh, dude, yeah, that is total edge. And the way you're saying that, I'm like, that sounds like. Oh, I'm blanking out on that team, but it's literally like, it was a DC team that was just like the worst superheroes you can get. It had a character named Six Pack. It had,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like Friendly Fire. Like that almost sounds like that happened in like that one.
Yeah, it's out there. It's a really random moment that they try to make him all like crazy and edgy and shit, but it was just, him whipping around a fucking dead cat.
Oh God, yeah.
This next one is a really known one, but I didn't know the reason why it existed. It's when Batman wore all the rainbow suits.
Yes!
I didn't know why he was doing it. So I just thought it was...
Yes, going back to that Silver Age shenanigans and like, I remember reading about it, and it's just the whole thing of just like, why are you doing this? Like, Dick saw the criminals. He could point them out.
It was... And then, in the issue, in the beginning... Robin has a broken arm.
Yes.
And he's like if they see Robin has a broken arm, they're all going to know he's Dick Grayson. So I'm going to dress up in colorful outfits so they won't look at Robin. And just look at me.
Like, the insane part is, like, the costumes were insane, but he was letting Dick do stuff that normally you need two hands to do, because he was just like, hey, Dick, drive the Batmobile for me. And I think at that time the Batmobile was a stick shift. So,
yeah, just those another kind. This wouldn't even be so. This would be later on. I always thought he was older than he was. This character, but it makes sense that he's not. This is I think everybody knows about this guy at this point. So Arm Fall Off Boy.
Oh,
He
yes!
exists.
Yes.
And the fact that they kind of adapted him in the Suicide Squad with the
Yeah.
Tattoo Kid is great. He's from '89.
Yeah.
I thought he was from. He seemed like such a Silver Age character. I thought he was at least like early '70s.
At
maybe.
least, because
But
that
late '80s.
because that it has that that Silver Age weirdness to it.
Yeah.
Like
And that way, it's not even as cool as in the Suicide Squad, where his arms floats. He just grabs his arms and fucking hits people with them, like uses them like a bat. It's so funny. Oh, hey, this next one I'm kind of obsessed with, and I had no idea this. Do you guys know about US1?
I've heard of US1.
No.
So he is a Marvel book. It was like around the time when like the trucker craze of like the late '70s, early '80s.
Yes.
He was his name is Ulysses Solomon.
Yes.
Ulysses Solomon Archer, and he's a trucker who gets into an accident and has his head replaced with a CB receiver radio.
Oh,
and he
yeah.
can hear truckers, and he drives a flying truck that he takes through space and fights. Like, one of his villains is an evil trucker is Baron von Blimp. And it was meant to promote, I guess, a line of toy trucks that never even happened.
Yeah, that era of Marvel is really weird because I mean that's almost very, very similar to like why Dazzler became a thing.
Yes, Dazzler's on my list.
Oh my god,
actually.
yes. I mean, I might as well take the
No,
wheel
but
on
yeah,
that.
do it.
Yeah, so the thing with like Dazzler is such a weird character because I mean she's been around for a while, but her sole purpose was to hype up a movie that never happened.
And they had the actress and everything.
Yeah.
They wanted her to play like live shows.
Yeah.
They wanted her to be like a real celebrity.
Like, yeah, this was literally like pre-Gem and the Holograms, pre-Gorillas, like post-Archie, like
The Archies.
Yeah, the Archies. Like I think it might have been a response to the Archies.
Yeah, honestly.
Like I mean, that was kind of the thing where
and that's a modern.
Yeah, a modern one. I mean, I think we talked about like where Stan really had like a lot of like he wanted to like put his fingers in a lot of things. So like I think the story behind it was like the disco craze was just absolutely booming, and I think this was around the time where like he was working with Japan to get like the Marvel IPs like over there. So which it makes sense because that was
coked out Stan Lee. I gotta do this.
Yeah, and like it was literally I think like the early almost like prototype version of Marvel Studios was formed.
Yeah.
Because like this was after the failed live action Spiderman TV series.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember the cast because I think they had Cher like in the lineup to be Dazzler.
Bo Derek.
Oh, it was Bo Derek.
Bo Derek, yeah. Who at the time, let's see. Yeah, I could see her. She would have made sense as Dazzler. She's a white woman with blonde hair.
With blonde hair. You just have to do like almost the Farrah Fawcett with it. Yeah, poof it out. But yeah, no, looking at that image, it's very, very clear like the inspiration for Dazzler. Like, and the insane part is a lot of the weird early like was never meant to be projects. Usually it's just like the comic comes out, but what they're trying to market gets cut.
Yeah.
The thing with the Dazzler movie, they had I think 2 to 3 full scripts written.
Oh, that makes sense.
And like, I think you can easily find them online because there's quite a few like deep dives into it. Like there was I think it was like the.
Oh my god! Yeah, at one point I guess Cher was supposed to star in it. Yeah, I guess before Bo Derek or after Bo Derek at some point. Cher.
Yeah, because like I think that the Dazzler movie, I think it was like 20 years in the making when they finally decided to like we need to like just stick a fork in it and like just it's so like it me just stammering because there was just a lot of weird behind the scenes stuff with it.
You know who wrote it? Jim Shooter.
Yes! I forgot it was Jim.
Imagine a screenplay crammed with so much insanity, the climax pits Kiss against the Village People in the middle of a dystopian feudal New York where people ride unicorns. That's the basis for Jim Shooter's Dazzler.
Yes! Yeah, that was, I think, the first attempt at it.
Holy shit.
And, like, the second one was just like, yo, Jim, you need to, like, calm down. Like, you're at, like, a 12. We need you to dial it down to, like, a 7. Because, like, the second script, it was literally like, it was something like, it was two cosmic princes, like, at war?
Or calming down?
Yeah, which, and they both are madly in love with Dazzler. So she's basically using the power of disco to kind of like unite these like two warring worlds.
That's fucking awesome.
But it's also torn between like these two guys, and she's just like, I don't know who I love more. Like
that's amazing. Holy shit!
Like God, like I honestly think that might be another podcast.
That could be a whole episode. Just going because I'd be actually so down.
Yeah, like.
If I can find that script, I will read through that script and we can. Do a whole episode.
Dissect.
Yeah, we can do a dissect.
Dazzler script. Hey, there's a podcast I love that does that same thing with unmade movies. So I'm down.
It's so weird, and like I think going into it, like I did mention like the Stan being in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I know I've told you these two dudes about it, but yeah. So, did you know that Toei, the people behind Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, which would later become Power Rangers, had a Spider-Man live-action series?
Mm-hmm.
You'll see Takashi, who's Japan's Spider-Man, show up a lot, and the reason behind that, if I remember the full story right, was Stan was trying to get Marvel Comics in Japan.
Yeah.
And this was after the disastrous live action Spider-Man TV series. And I'll just scratch the surface of this attempt at a live action in the States. There was stuff they couldn't get their the villains right. So a lot of it was just random mobsters.
Yeah.
And on top of it, the actor was deathly afraid of heights.
So funny.
Which is so weird. So, they had an actor who didn't want to, swing, who didn't want to climb, and just random, just goons, pretty much.
Yeah.
Just random schmoes. And so Stan was just I am fed up. You know what? I'm just so exhausted with this.
Mm-hmm.
I know we've been figuring out projects for Japan to try to get the Japanese market into comics, because that seems like an untapped one. So went to Toei, went to another manga publishing space. I think, yeah, I mean I could even go into the Spider-Man manga, which it's so weird and grim and dark. But we'll focus on the TV series. And so Stan basically kind of came in and was just listen, I'm not Japanese. None of the people at Marvel are Japanese. Here's what Spider-Man is about. Just do a rough origin of a mentor figure dies and takes on the mantle of Spider-Man, and you guys can do whatever. I will trust your judgment. And so Toei Spider-Man, or as the American fans call him, Spider-Man, came about, and the Japanese took Stan's just do what you want to heart.
Yeah.
So it was just Spider, the whole setup is an alien from this planet Spider crash lands in Earth, and a opposing alien force pursues him. And in this pursuit of finding this hidden alien, they kill the Spider-Man's dad.
Oh shit.
And in a shootout. And on the run, he the Spider-Man falls into a hole and finds the last surviving member of Planet Spider. And he's just I've seen what's been going on and how your dad has been killed. Do you want revenge? And
Green Lantern as
fuck. It's Green Lantern as fuck. And Spider-Man's just yeah, I crave revenge. And so he's just here's this bracer. Wearing it, it's going to inject you. Yeah, it's going to inject you with spider alien DNA. Mm-hmm. And so you have just him flipping, swinging.
The mechs and shit.
Yeah, the crazy part is, the mechs. So this was actually the start of the trope.
Really?
Yes. So this was the start of the trope. When the bad guy goes down, they grow. And then the mech gets called in to finish it off. So it didn't start with Super Sentai. It literally started with Spider-Man.
Did Spider-Man come out before Super Sentai?
No, so Super Sentai came first. So
Super Sentai eventually started to just take inspiration.
Yes.
That's so cool.
Because like it went into it
same
like
people working
yeah,
on it,
same like company, same production company, and like they like apparently the show did extremely well in Japan.
Yeah.
But due to how like the creative process of Japan is, it's like everything must come to an end. So the Spider-Man series ended, and Stan and like Toei were in the works of doing a Captain America series.
Yeah, we talked about that.
And the whole setup was literally Cap setting up like a group of international heroes.
Yeah.
That never got off the ground, but apparently the concept was good enough where like Toei is just like, we don't want to get rid of this.
Mm-hmm.
So they reworked it, called it Battle Fever J. Mm-hmm. And that's, I believe, Battle Fever J, that was the start of the giant robot, and then the trope of doing the climactive make my monster grow.
Yeah, and then the whole thing of the mask.
The molded mouth, I think everybody grew, like a lot of the 90s kids and a lot of people here in the States know about the Mighty Morphin era, and the designs where it was molded mouths. Well, during the Captain America series, they the people working on it noticed a lot of our superheroes in Japan, they have full face covers, but in America they have a gap for their mouth. Well, we kind of wanted to be a bit more Super Sentai where it's full helmets like Kamen Rider. So what we'll do is we'll do a molded mouth, which is a little nod to when it was originally that. But yeah, it's wild, and I think it even went into Stan was originally going to try to get Super Sentai to the States. That never really got off the ground. But I'm blanking out on her name, but she was a Marvel, really high up in Marvel.
Oh yeah, and then she eventually went on to bring Power Rangers.
Yeah, she eventually
He was a part of responsible.
Yeah, she was responsible for bringing Super Sentai and eventually Power Rangers, because she became I think an executive at Fox.
Oh, and then they got Saban, right?
Yeah, and they got Saban, and they were trying to do their Fox Kids block, and they're we need to find original ideas. And also almost budget ideas. Yeah. So that's when
So you don't have to spend all the money on the fight
scene. Yeah, so the fight scene, so that's when Power Rangers, the Super Sentai adaptation was pitched.
That must have been such an interesting way to make a show. We were talking about being able, literally, okay, we have these fight scenes, we need to make sure that whatever story we come up with, can fit this fight scene in a way that makes sense.
Yeah.
And getting locations that match what it's. I've been watching older Power Ranger shows that I watched when I was a kid. It's you can probably the stark difference between. It's
you can totally tell the different film quality. Yeah. Because I think I did something similar during COVID where I was watching it. I think I was watching. It was season 2 where they were using Die Ranger footage.
Oh, okay.
Which it was very, very obvious because Die Ranger wasn't Zhu Ranger, and there was a whole thing behind that where Die Ranger. In their starting lineup, they had a Green Ranger.
Okay.
And so they're oh, we can't really use that. It might confuse the kids. And if you ever notice, the footage of, I think season 2 Power Rangers, the monster never really interacts with the team. It more shoots beams at them and stuff.
Oh, okay. So they can just cut.
So they can cut. And, and actually there's an interesting little tidbit about that. So... Toei actually had to record original suit scenes for that one.
That makes sense.
And they even pitched an idea for an original Zord as well.
Oh shit.
And in Japan, that season of Power Rangers was called the American Zhu Ranger.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's very interesting, very very interesting.
Oh, fuck yeah. Mm-hmm. Damn, that shit's always so fucking interesting.
Yeah, the behind the scenes stuff it's very fascinating.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I'm going to try to run through the rest of my list pretty quick. A lot of these I'll be able to go through fast. Yeah. You guys ever heard of Brother Power?
Yes, I have heard of Brother Power.
I've not heard of Brother Power.
He was a DC character who, it was around the hippie phase of the 80s.
Yep.
And he was a mannequin in a tailor shop that's struck by lightning, and it's struck by lightning one other thing, and he comes to life. and he's like a mixture, but he's like kind of a cross, like almost like Frankenstein because of like the electricity and shit, and also like Frosty the Snowman, where he's like an inanimate object who comes to life, and he's a fucking mannequin who's a hippie, and he was a DC thing. And he like joins groups of hippies. I guess he runs for Congress.
That's wild.
And the book was so wildly unpopular that DC canceled it after 2 issues.
That was.
And the publisher of DC at the time banned Brother Power from showing up in anything else because he hated the character.
Dude, that is some like Venus de Milo levels of petty.
Yeah, so they banned him from being in books, but I guess he has cameoed briefly in stuff.
I wouldn't be surprised because I know like DC is now accepting like the weird stuff.
I'm
like,
so happy about.
Oh god, I think yes. Speaking of characters that are just like somebody's like you'll never see the light of day. I did mention Venus de Milo. Mm-hmm. Do you know who Venus de Milo is?
I do. I'm pretty sure the name is.
I'm familiar.
Yeah, so it was. This was during...
Yes.
Yeah, this was during, like, the 90s where turtle fever was dying down. Mm-hmm. And it was the lull between the 3rd movie and the 2000 animated series.
So there was, like, nothing.
There was nothing, but there was an attempt...
The show!
Yes.
Was that... Didn't they cross over Power Rangers?
It did. Yeah, as a way to hype it up, like, they crossed over with Power Rangers. But, yeah, that like, turtle show was so weird because, like... The brothers weren't brothers. They were like friends.
What the fuck?
They aren't related. They got mutated by the ooze. Because the reasoning behind it was they introduced a female turtle named Venus de Milo.
Yes.
And the higher-ups thought it would be weird if it was 4 brothers, like, basically trying to go after a single gal. And so they were kind of just
Why didn't they just make her a sister at that point?
I don't know. Just
change it, gritty, changing shit. Yeah. Just make it. Oh, it's 4 brothers and a sister.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah. It like
do
do some like Animaniacs stuff. But yeah, like it, like that show was really weird. Like the costuming was just really bad. But
yeah,
like why I brought it up, where it was just like Eastman and Laird. I think it was Laird. Who was just like, this character, as long as I live, will never see the light of day. This show was a complete failure. I want it buried.
Oh my God.
And I think Eastman was just like, in the mindset of like, well, given a chance, like, I'd be down for like trying to
now because they're back, right?
Yeah,
Night Watcher?
Yeah, no, Venus is back. Yeah, Venus is back. I don't know if she's Night Watcher.
I know the female turtle is Night Watcher.
That's either Venus or Jenica because
what color is...
Venus, she is
I think it's the yellow one.
That's Jenica.
Jenica, okay, so Jenica is
Venus is like a light teal blue.
Yes!
Yes. I think, like, I'm trying to remember that finale of, like, the IDW Turtles, but I think she basically astral projected herself into the past to, like, basically prevent a catastrophe, and that's why we haven't seen her.
That's cool. Hey, that's fun.
Yeah.
I like
it. Yeah, so it was like a big redemption one.
Hey, man, maybe fucking Brother Power can get the same redemption.
Yeah, like...
Let's get a Brother Power Black Label book.
Honestly, I mean, if Metamorpho was able to make, like, a comeback and redemption... that's... Actually, that was something I completely forgot, but it was on my list, but... Did you know that DC did music vinyls back in the day?
Yes. Yeah. The Metamorpho theme song.
Yeah, Metamorpho theme song. There was also Plastic Man theme song as well.
Well, I gotta look those up.
Like, yeah, it's like, folks at home, I don't know, pause the video, look up the Metamorpho theme song. Mm-hmm. It is literally just a recap of how he got his powers and a sick ass, like, little hook with the music.
Yeah.
Like, and the Element Man.
Speaking of another kind of lesser popular character I love, in '76, Marvel ran a satirical political campaign for Howard the Duck for president.
Yes, I remember that.
And they ended up having to like fill out like real legal paperwork. People actually like were voting or putting Howard the Duck in the polls and shit.
That's
awesome. And I guess the slogan was "Get down, America."
Yeah,
I
mean, dude, I think there was also a lot of even weird things with Howard, like even with
how he's fucking Howard.
Yeah, and I think like, and it's one of those things. Is it's not just comics; it's literally even stuff outside of it. Because I'm blanking on his creator because I know tip of my tongue. this is gonna be a common thing with 10 back on the
Gerber?
Yeah, might have been Gerber.
I think it's Steve Gerber.
Yeah, it might have been Steve Gerber. But yeah, I know yes, Steve and Marvel were butting heads a lot.
Yeah.
And then Steve was just like, I'm going to make my own comic book. It's going to be Danger Duck.
I remember Danger Duck.
And he was hyping up oh, Howard's going to show up in Danger Duck.
Oh, did he?
So it's implied.
Okay.
Because the page that he showed up, it was Danger was in a warehouse. And I think the Howard title at the time, he was still writing Howard.
Yeah.
And Howard went to a warehouse.
Ah.
And in the Danger Duck book, the power goes out in the warehouse, and there's two people talking.
That's so funny.
And one of them is supposed to be Howard.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah. Because I think Marvel was just like, you better not do that. You better not do that. We are going to come at you like a ton of bricks if you do that.
Yeah. Oh my god. I love Howard so much.
I definitely need to read some of his books. I know
This is a Zdarsky run.
Yeah, the Zdarsky run.
Yeah, the Zdarsky. Wasn't that the 2012 one?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the era of 10's just you need to read a lot of 2012 Marvel.
Yeah.
They were on it.
It's a great era for Marvel.
It's a great era, and that was actually
Wasn't
the
that
era.
Kamala Khan era too?
Yeah, Kamala Khan.
Marvel Now.
Yeah, it was Marvel Now 1.0. They reused it after All New All Difference. But yeah, no, that the 1.0 Marvel Now, it was so phenomenal, and that was actually the run and era that got me into the hideouts.
Yes,
and started to pull. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. So now next one. This one's cool because I love this fun fact just because it connects to a recent Marvel show actually. That came out this year. So Marvel NFL Super Pro.
I've heard about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Superhero. He's an NFL crossover character.
Yep.
His name is Phil Grayfield. And his whole thing, he saved a kid from a burning building, and something happens, and he gets fucking powers, and he's a superhero football player. Stupid, really fun.
I think that era, I know that era of Marvel. It's so weird because they even had a motocross superhero team.
They had everything.
They were really really throwing stuff at the wall.
Yeah, and recently, Phil Grayfield actually appeared in a Marvel thing.
Damn.
Okay. He is the football coach in Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a really that's a little something for the folks who know their stuff.
I love that so much, and it's
God, yeah,
we have a football coach character. It's wasn't it a fucking football superhero? Let's just make him that guy.
Yeah, dude, that era of Marvel where it was just they were throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks. I think another fun little weird fact about that era of Marvel was they were writing the lore for a lot of toys as well.
Yeah.
And the original Marvel Transformers run, it was literally only supposed to be 4 issues.
Yeah, but it's funny.
It
says
the final issue was
4 of 800 of 4 or something.
Yeah, it was
that.
the final issue of Transformers, it was on the top, it was the final issue 82 of a 4-issue miniseries. It's so cool.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of homage variants for some Transformers stuff will still do that homage to it. It's so good. It's so good. It kind of just shows if something is well loved, it will just keep going.
Oh yeah. Especially from Transformers.
Mm-hmm. I think it even showed at the time Marvel was really on top of it, even if it was just a toy product.
Oh yeah.
Because it was just they were behind Transformers, G.I. Joe, Micronauts, they were just they knew how to write.
Yeah.
And I've listened to a lot of more older readers, and they're just the advertisement comics at that era, there was heavy fan bases for them.
Oh yeah, 100%. Then speaking of the 80s at the time, I always forget that DC almost tried to buy Marvel at one point.
Yeah, they did.
Which is fun. That's a fun one.
Yeah, that was also. I think jumping also into that era, that was around the 90s, if I remember right.
Late 80s, yeah.
Oh, yeah, late 80s. And that actually...
Oh, no, early 80s, actually.
Yeah, early 80s. And I think that even led, a bit later on, that led into Marvel just seeing what would stick. And they got a little bit into the video game industry, Marvel vs. Capcom, Punisher, beat 'em up game. And oh, dude, the creation of like the original like Marvel superhero fighting game that was also
they were just trying to do as much as they could.
And I think another one where.
Bless you.
Yeah, so that was another one where literally Marvel went to Capcom and they're like, just like, here's our library of characters, just go ham.
Yeah.
Like, we do not know how to fighting game, we do not know how to video game at all. So if there is a character that looks interesting, put it in.
Yeah.
And that's why we got Shuma Gorath.
Yeah.
And also, jump into MVC2, did you know there's 2 Wolverines in MVC2?
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, so around that time when MVC2 was in development, Fatal Attraction happens. It was the big reveal, like, oh, Wolverine's mutant powers also included bone claws.
Yes.
Which, for the longest time, it was almost like, oh, you know, the adamantium claws, those are surgically inserted.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, the bone claws happened.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people were like, oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. Capcom at the time was just like, yo, we're really fascinated by this. Like, we want it in.
Yeah.
And Marvel's just like, no, we want you to do adamantium, like, you know, clawed Wolverine.
Yeah.
And Capcom's like, well, we still want to do bone claw Wolverine. So they were literally just like, okay, so we're doing adamantium and bone claw.
That's fine.
And like, if I'm trying to remember because like, it was something like adamantium's like reach with a lot of his normals and supers were slightly stubbier, and he was able to like take a punch a bit better, while Bone Claw had like
better reach.
Yeah, better reach, a lot more faster, like and a lot more aggressive. But some of his combos would drop, like as opposed with adamantium, like Wolverine.
So that's fun. I love shit like that. Mm-hmm. Alright, I'm gonna run through these guys a little quicker, just because we're running a little short on time.
Shit, okay.
We went for almost like an hour and a half.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I mean,
that's like an hour, almost an hour 20.
I mean, we were experimenting with a new formula.
Yeah.
It looks like it's working.
Yeah.
Okay, like damn, nice.
So fun. I didn't know Popeye was originally supposed to be in the Superman Muhammad Ali special. That was a part of the original pitch. Was that, like, all 3 of them were gonna team up?
Yeah, Popeye. Yeah, that was an interesting one. Like, I mean, fun fact: like, original Donkey Kong was supposed to be a Popeye game.
That's funny.
Yeah, Bluto was throwing barrels, Popeye was supposed to jump over, and Pauline was olive oil.
That makes so much sense. What the fuck?
Yep.
I love shit like that. But yeah, and then I guess he was just too expensive to license.
Yeah,
So
pretty much. Yeah, I mean I think that was the same thing that Nintendo ran into, where the licensing was asking too much.
Spider-Man was printed on TP for a little bit.
What the
fuck? In the 70s and 80s, they printed a mini story for It was called Spider-Man on TP, or Amazing Spider-Man: The Spectacular Crime Stopper. That was the name of the story, and it was a short, unique story about him stopping burglars while like doing toilet humor and shit and fart jokes, I guess.
God, yeah, that definitely fits. That's around probably like peak Mad era as well. So yeah.
And then the last one on my list was the Dazzler one. So
yeah,
that kind of leaves it.
Oh yeah,
there's a plethora of really weird, fucking Marvel and DC comic facts.
Mm-hmm.
Comics are weird.
Yeah, they're really weird. We'd probably be able to do like a part 2 or something
at some point.
Because that's kind of the thing I love about
just
comics.
The surface.
Like, comics are they've been around for a while and they're weird.
Oh yeah.
Like, we love the superheroics. We love our heroes in tights, but sometimes you just gotta stop and be like, man, that was really weird.
Oh yeah.
That was really, really odd. Why was there a man spider where it was just a colony of spiders in a Spider-Man suit?
I love that shit.
Yeah,
I love that.
And it's why I think a lot of people just keep reading.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. So this was episode 1 of season 2 of the pre-order Power Hour. So new format.
Over an hour now.
Yeah, over an hour. Yeah, so new format, moving forward, this is what it's going to be. We are going to have a main topic. We have planned stuff out. So get hyped, put everything on your polls. Yeah, cutoffs, we'll put them in the description.
Yeah, all that jazz. I'll try to put a list of the books we talked about too in the description.
Yep.
Make sure to, do all the stuff if you listen this far. That's crazy. Yeah. Give yourself a pat on the back, drink some water, get a cupcake, get a cookie.
Yeah, Mike, stretch, do something,
Yeah, make sure to give us a like, a subscribe, a follow, whatever you're listening to this on.
Which apparently this is like unironic. Apparently, it does help with the algorithm.
It does,
you know,
yeah.
like, yeah.
And then if you want to, share if you like what we're talking about, then feel free to be like, hey,
and yeah, this was kind of like the pre-order stuff that is for our store, but we want to reach out to more comic fans out there.
Yeah, so
just shooting the shit and just having
hanging
fun.
out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anything you want to say on it?
Wear your seatbelts.
Yeah. Do it.
Yeah.
If you're driving right now, take out your seatbelt. Stop driving.
Yeah,
Get out of the car. Run.
Yeah, just be amazed. Like
Crash your car.
we
bridge.
we went beyond knocking your softs off. We caused your seatbelt to
exactly.
eject,
we kill you.
Yeah. No, we don't. We don't need doors. Cut it. Cut the feed. Cut it. No.
Alrighty. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.